Yeah, welcome back children. So before going to start exercise 8.3 beta, so we'll talk about a small theorem, okay? Just a theorem, okay? The theorem tells us, for example, you have taken two similar triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR, just for idea we're talking it, okay? So if you decided two triangles already similar, then the ratio of areas of similar triangles, so that means ratio of triangle ABC, area of ABC is to triangle area PQR, okay, then the ratio of areas of both triangles are equals to square of the ratios of the its corresponding sides. That means square for AB by PQ and BC by QR and AC by AC, yes, PR, AC by PR. So simply the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equals to square of ratios of its corresponding sides, okay? So base, it is a theorem. The proof is not required now. We'll see the proof later, okay? So we'll go with the first problem. Yeah, the first problem is about DEF are midpoints of BC, CA, AB. Yes. A, B, C, here F, here E, here D. Yeah, these are the midpoints. Now what should we show? Now then show that the ratio of DEF and ratio of DEF and triangle ABC. Just to show the ratio of areas of both triangles DEF and ABC. Okay, let in triangle ABC, I am talking about F and E. F and E are midpoints. That means they will divide the ratio, they will divide the side into two equal parts. Okay, so the ratio of the equal part is equal to 1. That means I'll write here AF by FB, that is equals to, it is equals to 1. Am I right? But look at E also midpoint, correct? So here I'll write AE by EC, correct? Right. So just neglect 1. So finally we'll write AF by FB is equals to, we'll write AE by EC, correct? Right. So by converse of BPT, basic proportionality theorem. Yeah, what tells us? If a line divides two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, a line FP divides AB and AC in the same ratio, then the FP is a parallel to the third side, which is not yet talked about it. Okay, so therefore we'll write FE parallel to BC. Right? Right. Okay. Similarly, look at, when I talk about F and E are midpoints, so finally overall I proved it, FE is a parallel to BC, correct? Now D and E also midpoints, so I can prove that DE parallel to AB, right? DE parallel to AB, right? Now look at DE parallel to BF also, because BF is a part of AB, correct? FE is also parallel to BD, correct? Because BD is a part of BC, correct? So simply here I'll write in BDEF opposite sides are parallel. Yeah, in BDEF opposite sides are parallel. So therefore we'll write BDEF is a parallelogram. If once decided parallelogram, in class 9 we learn about areas of a parallelogram. So in a parallelogram, the diagonal divides a parallelogram into two congruent triangles. Even the congruent triangles are equal in area. So therefore, from this above information, we'll write area of a triangle BDF is equals to area of a triangle DEF. That means triangle 1 is equal to triangle 2 in area. Okay, it's our equation 1. Okay, in the same way, similarly we'll prove it. CDFE is a parallelogram. We can prove that. So implies, if that parallelogram happened, then what we'll write? Then we'll write area of DEF. Yeah, look it. I'm talking about a CDFE. Am I right? So DEF already mentioned. So we can write a CD or DCE. So area of a triangle CDE, that is also equals to triangle 2 also equals to triangle 3. Okay. So one more parallelogram, that is AEDF. AEDF is also a parallelogram. So simple, what we'll write again? So we'll write area of a triangle AEF, that is equals to area of a triangle DEF. It's a third equation. So fourth triangle also equal. So what did you understand from the three equations? The three equation tells us overall the area has divided into 1 by 4. Yes, 1/4 of a total part. Correct? What happened? The total diagram has divided into 4 equal parts. If you take any part, if you shade any one part, so that we can treat it as 1 by 4. So therefore, I'll write area of a triangle BDF, area of a triangle CDE, area of a triangle AEF, that is equals to area of a triangle DEF. All triangles are equal in area, that is equals to 1 by 4th, 1/4 of a total diagram, total figure, that is ABC, 1/4 of ABC, right? Right. Now we should find the areas, right? So find out now. So therefore, area of a triangle DEF by ratio, correct now? Area of a triangle ABC, yes. So look at DF is 1/4. So 1/4 of area of a triangle ABC by same area of a triangle ABC. Yes, area of triangle ABC cancel. Ratio is 1 by 4. Correct? So we should find ratio only, no? So overall the ratio of the both the triangles is 1/4. Okay. Yeah. Here second question. The second question is in triangle ABC, XY parallel to AC and XY divides a triangle into two parts of equal area. Okay. So XY divides a triangle two equal parts in area. Correct? So here we are talking about triangle, right? So after dividing two parts, one of the this one is a triangle and it is a trapezium. Am I right? So that's simple. I can write area of triangle ABC, that is equals to 2 times of area of triangle XBY. Correct? XBY, right? That means what I'm talking, if you think here 50, here 50, look at 100 is equals to 2 into 50. 2 50s are 100. Correct? So it's a sense to talk. Correct? Next, so try to find the similarity. Similarity already is mentioned. These two are parallel. Correct? And XY parallel to AC. Right? In triangle in triangle XBY, in triangle ABC. Yes, we are going to talk about a similar. Okay, look at Nana. It's a parallel lavator. So then it is a transversal. So it is a corresponding angle. These two are corresponding angles and these two are corresponding angles, right? So simply I can write angle X is equals to angle A and angle Y is equals to angle C, because both are corresponding angles. If you know about transversal, then we can get idea, right? Next, angle B is equals to angle B. It's a common angle, correct? So here we spoke about the three angles, I'm right. So by A rule, triple A rule, we can write triangle XBY, capital Y, similar to triangle ABC. Yeah. If once the similarity decided, then we'll talk about the areas. So what did you learn in the starting class? So area of a triangle XBY by area of a triangle ABC, that is equals to square of XB by AB whole square is equals to BY by BC whole square. Next, XY by AC whole square. That means the ratio of areas of two similar triangles are equal to square of the ratios of its corresponding sides. Okay. But in the question is mentioned that find the ratio of XB and XB by AB. Oh, we'll see, wait. AX by yes, we'll write we'll continue the class. Okay, so here we'll write area of a triangle XBY by area of a triangle ABC. This one, you take this one, XB by AB whole square. Okay, so if you continue the same, look at area of ABC. I have written 2 times of XBY. Am I right? I am talking about XBY, right? So in the continuation, what will write? So in the continuation, we'll write area of a triangle XBY by, in place of ABC, I'll write 2 times of area of a triangle XBY. If you separate the square for both, XB whole square by AB whole square, right? Now XBY get cancelled. So 1 by 2 is equals to XB square by AB square. Just I want to make reciprocal beta. Just look at AB square by XB square, that is equals to 2 by 1. Why should I take AB upper part? Because AB is a larger side. AB is a side of a triangle ABC. Okay. Now separate it. So AB will write it as AX plus XB, correct? And XB square, right? Yeah, right. Then look at, separate it, AX square by XB square plus XB square by XB square, that is equals to 2, correct? Yes, it's about 2. So both get cancelled, correct? It is equals to 1, right? Right. So we'll write it as AX by XB, that is equals to what we'll write? Yeah, we'll write it as 1 and it is square root. That means if I apply square root for each and every term, look at, then it get cancelled. We'll get under square root 1. Here we will get cancellation because the square and square root get cancelled 1. So here root 2 has applied, correct? So ax by xb, that is equals to root 2 minus 1 we can write. Am I right? So here he is asking about ax by xb ratio. The ratio is nothing but root 2 minus 1 by 1. Nothing means we'll write it as by 1. Okay. By 1. Right. Next. What is the next one? Prove that the ratios of areas of two similar triangles are equal to square of the ratios of their corresponding medians. Okay. Yeah, A, B, C and AM is a median. Median is nothing but it divides the side into two equal parts. Okay, opposite side. And the P, Q, R and PN is a median here. Okay. Now what we have to show? We have to show even. We have to show area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR, that is equals to square of. We have to show AM by PN whole square. We have to show that. Okay. Now what I'll write? Triangle ABC, it's a similar to triangle PQR. Correct? So simple. Similar means what we'll write? The ratio of the corresponding sides are equal. Am I right? So I'll write AB by PQ and BC by QR and AC by PR, because both are similar triangles. Right? Okay. And just now, so we'll talk about this one. Correct? Right. So these two triangles, now we are talking about it. So as from our knowledge, area of both the triangles, so what we'll write? So we'll write a square of AB by PQ whole square and BC by QR whole square is AC by PR whole square. Correct? Right. Okay. So when it is a median, so the median will meets a midpoint. That means here it will bisect the angle also. Okay. So in a triangle ABM, in triangle ABM, in triangle PQN, so I'll write angle B is equals to angle Q, right? Angle A is equals to angle P. Yes. Okay. So by AA similarity, I can write a triangle ABM similar to triangle PQN. If once the similarity is decided, then what I'll write? I'll write AB by PQ is equals to next BM by QN, next AM by PN. Okay. Now it's our equation 2. Look at AB by PQ is equals to AM by PN also. From 1 and 2, this one 3. From 1 and 2, just observe 3. So 3 tells us AB by whole square, AB by PQ whole square, that is equal to ratios of the triangles. Correct? No? So therefore, ratio of triangle ABC by triangle PQR, area of triangle PQR, actually I should write AB by PQ whole square. Am I right? AB by PQ. But instead of AB by PQ, I can write AM by PN, because those are equal. Correct? Right? Right. So it is a very important problems, and these problems will link up with the many zigzag conditions. Okay. Okay. So I hope you understand, and the rest of the problems we'll see in the coming classes. Thank you. Have a nice day, children.